I came in here to put my shoes on. I was like, where the heck is Abby? Tired girl.
I had to drag her out of bed today.
Oh. You had to drag me out of bed today, too.
Yeah.
I've got to get my garage cleaned out. I'm so frustrated. I need a demo hammer. A sledgehammer. And I can't find it. Like, it's a sledgehammer, you know? It's like 3 foot tall. How's it that hard to find? And maybe my dad borrowed it. I don't know. But at least then I would know if it was in there or not. It's just one of those things in life. It's like a giant junk drawer. You can just shut the door on it and ignore it, you know? It goes away from your brain and doesn't drive you crazy because everything else is organized. Like, then the drawers in my desk, like my desk is immaculate most of the time. But the drawers in my desk are a mess because I can shut the drawer. Like, the problems go away. I hate that. It drives me crazy. I need to organize my drawers too. Maybe I'll start with the drawers. That's a much smaller feat than taking on the whole garage. People ask why we don't park our cars in there because the cars won't fit. I mean, like, organized or not, they won't fit. The garage isn't big enough. They built this garage before they had massive SUVs. They're just too long and too wide. Like, they'll make it through the door. I don't know if you could open the car door though. Sweet girl. So tired. She didn't pull an all-nighter. She slept. She slept well, actually. Sometimes you're just tired, you know? So if you watch the other episode, that root's got to come out. This one right here. There's a wheelchair access ramp that goes over top of this, and that root grew up and limiting access. We got to fix that. Chunk. Big old piece of root. Whew. This is why I need a sledgehammer. Those are some spikes, buddy. I gotta pound those all the way in. And this one's bent. So that's gonna give me a fit, I can tell you that right now. Just do a slow motion montage. Thirst trap for my wife. If you're not my wife, you shouldn't watch this. Just in case it's sexy, you never know. I'm not gonna lie to you. The fact that I hit those nails on the head with every blow shocked me. I was impressed. It's like I'm gonna miss this. I have to cut out the part where I miss it completely and hurt myself. Okay, job's done. That went way faster than it did the first time. I tell you what. Look at that. Nice access. Glad it's not hot yet. Need to fix this gate as well. I don't think they need it to lock. You know, it's not like a safety issue or anything. But it'd be nice if it latched when it closed. And it's not the hinges. It's like the whole gate needs to be pulled over, you know? The whole fence. I mean, you can still lift it and lock it, but... So before, that root was so high, the bottom of the gate was actually hitting the ramp. So, big difference. You guys want to see my doodle hack? So this is, let me show you the brush. This is a brush that I used on Rizzo. You like pull back her fur and then comb out her base coat, you know, her undercoat. And it kind of, it's not her favorite because it sticks in the hair and you got to move slowly the whole length of her body. Like, it's a real pain, but it keeps her from getting matting. And then you use a slicker brush, which is, I don't have it down here, but like wood handle, old school slicker brush. I have replaced both of those pretty much with a wet brush that I stole from Priscilla. She was pretty mad about it, but it's okay. I got her a new one. But this thing, like, I just brush her a couple times a week. She'll come up to me at the desk, and she loves getting brushed. And it doesn't pull her hair. And I have had no matting, because it just gently removes any tangles or knots. So then she doesn't get any matting. And it's so much faster than, like, going through multiple brushes. And she stays soft and fluffy. Get a wet brush. If you don't have one, she loves it. It's gentle on her, too. But yeah, zero matting. It's pretty crazy. With just this. This was what Priscilla and Abby used forever. Let me show you Abby's new brush, though. I think Summer introduced us to wet brush back in the day when Abby was surfing. And it's been great, but I have a better brush that Kylie actually got for Abby for her birthday. I will link this one in the video description as well. This is better for Abby's hair. She has really fine hair than the wet brush. This is a Tangle Teaser is the name of the brush. It looks simple. Holy crap. This is an incredible brush. Like, it blows the wet brush out of the water. It is so good. So easy to use. Come on, Rizzo. And it's so gentle on Abby's hair, but it detangles a lot faster, which I've noticed. Wet brush, solid 8 out of 10 for detangling. The other one, 10 out of 10. All day long. Highly recommend. Then the other two dogs, we got to use like a Furminator and stuff because they shed, you know, a lot. Rizzo doesn't shed, so you get very little hair in the brush from her. I'll show you. Sandy, this time of the year, Sandy, holy cow. Now this thing, you want to use it gently and sparingly because it, you know, it does pull the hair and gets down to the undercoat and stuff like that, but just this little bit. Look at this. Look, that's wild. Like, I'm not pushing at all. If you have any kind of retriever, you already know. You already know what that life's like. Priscilla will sit outside with a plastic bag and just brush, and she gets like half a dog. You could like build a dog out of the fur that we get from Sandy. You're not sitting in the front. I am here first. I win. I called shotgun. You go. Shut your door. She's such a pain sometimes. Mouthing. So we posted I posted a reel of, where's your other shoe?
Back there.
I don't want your shoes. Posted a reel of Abby communicating at Target, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, we got comments about her saying no.
Yeah.
And she is saying no, sort of. It was when we went to Target, and I asked her if she wanted a cart or a basket, and she said I had to change my t-shirt. Priscilla said I stunk. I was a working man, you know? Okay, all right, you gonna just squeeze on in there, eh? Oh. Went to Target, and I asked her if she wanted a cart or a basket, and she said, and she made an audible sound. It's her protest sound, you know? It's the same sound when she's protesting anything. So it's not necessarily the word no, like as in the English language of no. What it means is disagree, protest, also means no. It is a sound that she makes. It is, it's an easy sound for her to form, and she knows what it means, and we know what it means. So yes, in theory, it means no. But it is not technical N-O.
I wonder if there's an actual term for it. I bet we could ask her speech therapist.
Yeah.
We should text her and ask.
Let's ask her. Abby, you want to get some diamonds? She said, yeah. Mom said, yeah. What are you cooing about? You like it in here? Lots of pretty shiny things? Priscilla's getting her watch cleaned. Priscilla, look at these knives. What would you do with a $1,000 knife?
I don't know.
Can I cut Amazon boxes open with it? Okay, no.
Look at the pens.
I know.
I've been looking for fancy pens for you this whole time.
There you go. They have them right here. We figured we would go for a walk. Priscilla's watch is all clean and glistening now. Isn't that beautiful?
So pretty.
That's nice. So Underwood's in Jacksonville, they clean it for free. Who knew?
Yeah. And they have a whole service department,
Yeah,
right?
you can get it serviced right there. Yeah, we decided we'd go for a walk around Avondale before we head back to the house. Sound good? Yeah? Good. Glad you approve. It's a little hot though, huh?
Yeah. It said it was 96 out.
96?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Florida, you're early. Record heat this week?
Yeah.
And we're going to Miami?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm wearing pants.
I know.
Sick.
I'm supposed to not look glistening.
Oh,
What?
stop, Ab.
Ma'am,
See the red hand?
It's a red hand.
It says stop.
Although nothing is moving.
Did you push a button?
No.
Okay. There we go. Okay, now we gotta walk quickly. Good job. Nice job walking quick. Hurry. Did not get an answer back from Abby's therapist yet, but I'll let you guys know when we do. He's not replied. Probably because she's off of work right now. So she's like, I'm not working right now, Lisa. So sad, you guys. This is where they used to have the Oriental rugs and nutcrackers. They had a whole window full of nutcrackers. It was just a timeless place. We've never been inside. Kind of creeped me out, but still.
Can you push the button for us?
Push it hard. What was that? Push. There you go. Good looking. She looked, Mom.
Good job. Come on.
Walk fast. Good job. Nice job. Like your feet moving quick. That's good. Working on getting her to walk a little quicker. Come on, girly. Good job. You walk a long ways. Hey, Silly, you get a job. You want to go back in there? We're not going back in there. She's like, but you guys didn't buy me any diamonds. Dad, you said you're going to get diamonds.
I'll let you drive home.
I'll drive home. We got to go get dog food.
Girl,
No, get in the back. Get in the
don't be pushing me.
get in the back. Yeah, Mom's in the front. She got there first. You lost. Come on. Get in. Open your door and get in. You better get in there. Shut the door. Where are you going? No, we're getting in the car. You want to keep walking? Where are you going? I don't understand where you want to go. Where you want to go? Get in the car. No, we're not all done. We're getting in the car. Yes. Yes. Come on. Come on. Abigail, get in the car. Why not? Come here and tell me.
Girl, it's too hot. Come on. Get in the back seat.
Come on, get in. Get in. I'm gonna go get in. No, get in the car.
Oh. You're gonna drive? How's that gonna work? That's weird looking.
First of all, it's illegal to drive in no shoes. How are you gonna reach the pedals?
Ma'am, that is not how you drive.
Okay. Go ahead, drive.
I love that you think you won something when you're literally in a driver's seat and you have no driver's license. We love it. Safety first. Now, what's your next move?
Sweetheart, this is not going to work.
That's cute, though. You've literally never sat in that seat in your whole life.
You got to put your hands on the wheel, Ab. Hands on the wheel. On the wheel. Come on, you got to get out. You have to get out. I can't even start the car with you sitting in there. Mom's going to sweat to death.
I know.
It's 96 degrees, girl. Get out of the car. Yeah, come on. Put shoes on. Pavement's hot. Put them on. Put your shoes on. You'll burn your feet. You're a mess.
Why are you being so difficult today?
It's like I'm 20. I can drive. Come on.
Right?
Let me try.
What's the worst that could happen?
What's the worst that could happen? Yeah. Go get in. Get in the car. There we go. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
You're glistening. Holy cow.
It's hot in here.
Abby's speech therapist got back to me. She said that she would think something along the lines of approximation with purpose. So she's approximating a word or sound, and it has purpose, you know? Approximation, I think of, and maybe this is what I'm wrong, is the definition of approximation. Because wouldn't approximation be like an approximate sound? So like that she's attempting to make a sound that's approximate to the correct word, you know, as far as verbal vocal communication. Because I think that Abigail just makes sounds according to how she's feeling. You know, it's almost just automatic for her. Much like her squeal when she's excited. You know, it's like you or I going, woohoo! You know, she does her loud squeal. And then when she's upset, you know, or protesting. So like, okay, so when she's trying to get her attention. You guys have seen, I think, the last video, when I'm standing there talking way too much. And she's behind me going, you know, trying to get my attention for me to turn around. She's not approximating again, maybe I'm using the term wrong, but she's not approximating a sound to match a word like, you know, dad or anything like that. It's just, you know, it is a sound that she makes to get our attention, which is still communication 100%. It's all a very complicated thing. People don't think of communication in how complex it actually is because it comes so natural for us. It's just, you know, we just talk. We turn our words turn our thoughts into words automatically. That's how our brains work. We have that connection in our brain. Abigail doesn't have that connection. Also, here's the part of it, because I've said before in recent videos, like, Abigail's never spoken a word, and then people will comment like, oh, that one time a year and a half ago, you know, she clearly said no. And Abby's had a year and a half worth of opportunity to say the word no. Like, definitely had the drive to say it, and sometimes the need to say it, and, you know, had the emotion. Like if she could say no to get out of a situation, she absolutely would. I just don't believe it that she, in that one situation, under no duress, without a really strong opinion on something, just happened to say no. And now she hasn't said it for another year and a half, you know? Because that, you know, that one time, like, it was super clear, you know? But then I think it was just circumstantial. I think it was, you know, as her speech and language pathologist said, you know, approximation, if that's how the term means. Like, she meant no, but she didn't say no. Does that make sense? Not selling my daughter short at all. I'm just thinking logically, you know? I'm trying to think logically. Like, if someone were to ask me, do you think she'll ever be able to speak? My answer would be no, because that would be a logical assessment based on the fact that she's 20 years old and she's never spoken. It would be logical to think no. Is it like unicorn farts and rainbows to think that way? No, absolutely not. Of course, I hold hope in my heart, you know, and I want her to be able to speak. Like, more than anything, I would literally give up a limb for her to have language, you know, spoken language. But I don't mean that as a joke. A literal limb. Maybe two. but I just don't think that it's happening. And from a realistic perspective, I don't think it's pessimistic. I think it's just being a realist. I don't think it will. She's 20, you know? The rate at which you learn definitely slows down the older that you get. Also, keep in mind, sometimes when we have these chats, guys, this is just me thinking out loud. It's an external thought process. This is not written law. This is not my opinion set in stone forever. It's just what I'm thinking about. And my opinions change on things. I learn new things, you know? Like, imagine if you just thought out loud all the time. Imagine the crap you'd say, right? Sometimes I do that. So don't take it at face value. Take it with a grain of salt and other sayings and stuff. Okay, good chat. I gotta get a bunch of work done before we leave for Miami. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.